Well, I think we should go ahead and get started. I'm really excited to welcome everybody and thank you for joining us today as we officially launch the Construction Career Advocacy Programs. My name is Lydia Burns, or Miss Lydia, as thousands of students across the tri-state know me. While I typically spend most of my time in schools across the region, today I'm here at my office in Allied Construction Industries in Cincinnati, Ohio. We're going to try to keep this to about 30 minutes. So I want to go ahead and spend some time briefly describing to you our purpose today, which is to share with you the culmination of our work that has developed into a mutually beneficial workforce development initiative in which industry supports education and education supports industry. Before we begin, I want to share how the Construction Career Advocacy Programs, or CCAP for short, like we like to call it, came about. Just a little bit of history real quick. In 2009, the Spirit of Construction Foundation, which you will hear more about shortly, began an outreach program originally administered by the Southwest Ohio Region Workforce Investment Board. That initiative focused on providing after-school club and summer camp program for middle school age students. In 2014, Allied Construction Industries began the administrative role for the programs and were determined to evolve the initiative into the classroom to engage students more directly. Then in 2016, ACI partnered with Cincinnati Public Schools and was awarded an Impact 100 grant. Among other things, they were to deliver a project-based learning curriculum. Since then, CCAP has facilitated the collaboration of educators and construction professionals to develop and deliver vertically aligned programming to increase interest in exploring careers in construction. We are so excited to be sharing all of this with you today as a workforce development initiative in construction that has found some success. But as the programs manager, I'll be the first one to admit we can't do this alone. We need educators, construction industry employers, contractors, and supporters. Today, you'll get to hear from each of these folks. And joining us are going to be John Strasser of Valley Interior Systems and Michelle O'Rourke of O'Rourke Wrecking Company. I want to give them both an opportunity to introduce themselves and share with you, well, why they partner with the Construction Career Advocacy Program. So maybe, John, you can get us started off.
Thanks, Lydia. Good morning, and thank you all for joining today. As mentioned, I am John Strasser, CEO of Valley Interior Systems, but more importantly, representing contractors in today's forum. I've had the opportunity to see and be a part of the transformation of the original school advocacy program to hands-on learning at Woodward to now the Construction Career Advocacy Program. I've always been a supporter of the program. When I had the opportunity to spend time in the classroom with the students and feel their passion, desire, and want for success, it was there I truly began to connect the dots. You see, I struggled academically beginning at a young age all the way through college. I did poorly in the classroom setting of read, memorize, test, and move on. At Woodward, I realized what I was seeing and feeling was the application and success of visual hands-on learning, the way I learned, not only in school, but more importantly throughout my career. What I hope you see and feel today is the same impact. I hope you recognize the opportunities we have discovered and continue to build on where we can, as a society and specifically as a city, to create ways to not only educate our students better, but to provide connections between education and career opportunities. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy.
Michelle?
Hi, everyone. My name is Michelle O'Rourke. I'm the CEO of O'Rourke Wrecking Company and also the Vice President of the Spirit of Construction Foundation. My involvement with CCAP began when I became the 2019 Spirit of Construction Gala Chair. During this time, I was introduced to Lydia and the CCAP program. I knew right then and there we had something special. The need for this program was only reinforced after speaking to other CEOs in our region about the workforce development crisis we were all facing. Everyone seemed to be talking about it, but no one was actually doing anything. The CCAP program was the boots on the ground program our industry needed, not only to attract future workers, but to make our workforces more diverse. By initially going into inner city schools in Cincinnati and introducing students to construction-based math and project-based learning while educating them on the salaries these career paths offer is a win-win for students and the construction industry. I witnessed firsthand at Woodward High School after speaking to teachers on the success of the CCAP program was having at their school. Kids were showing up. They were engaged, and female students wanted to participate well, which is huge for our industry. This is why the Spirit of Construction Foundation developed this program and want to continue to sustain it for future generations.
We have so much to share with you today. We have a very special video to share with you really shortly, but I was hoping first that Michelle, you might elaborate on our vision for the CCAP program.
Sure. Our vision of the Construction Career Advocacy Program is to provide a model connecting classrooms to careers in which industry supports education and education supports the industry. We strongly believe with the data we have to date that this program has the ability to empower students as well as their teachers and parents and create the positive ripple effect for the construction industry for years to come. Having the ability to partner with ACI has allowed the CCAP program to be expanded into more Cincinnati public schools. As a 501(c) organization, Spirit of Construction has been a good steward of the funds it raises, and ACI has been excellent at managing the CCAP program for us.
You know, the vision of CCAP is met by its mission. You know, how are we doing what we hope to do? And there's a few programs that we put in place to do this. You know, we want to unite our educators, construction industry professionals, and supporters to provide a couple critical programs that we know make this model a success. And the first of which is professional development programs for both education professionals and construction industry professionals. We offer what we call mirror certifications. The industry partnership certification is for contractors, and it takes a really deep dive into the Department of Education and how to be a very valuable partner based on understanding education from its roots. Then we have a certification that we like to call the Skilled School Certification, which provides information to educators like resource coordinators, career advisors, department chairs, career technical folks about the construction industry. Unless we have some type of personal relationship with the construction industry, it's our job as an industry to make sure that educators know about all of the pathways into the industry. Then we also have what we like to call Math Applied in Construction, or as you're going to hear a little bit about, we call it MAC Kit. This is a project-based learning program that currently is available for 7th, 8th, 9th Algebra 1 students. We have others drafted at the moment. We'd love to get into science as well, but the idea is to deliver these programs collaboratively with educators and construction professionals in the classroom to identify students who are showing increased engagement or connecting with math in a way that they had not before, and then fostering relationships with them for auxiliary programming, which means after school clubs or our summer camp programs like the Spirit of Construction Community Builds program that's been building garden sheds and community gardens for the past 10 years, or Rosie's Girls. We also help schools with their strategic planning initiatives. So once students are identified in the classroom, maybe they don't know about all the opportunities at their own school or career technical programs available to them. And we help schools strengthen their pathways by understanding all of the programs that are available to them, including industry recognized credentials or pre-apprenticeship programs, anything that we can do to implement or strengthen their current programs. We work with a lot of students in a lot of schools, and I know we're moving through a lot of information very, very quickly. CCAP is comprehensive, and the best way to share what CCAP does and the impact that we have is by sharing the stories of our students. And one of those students worked with us this summer, and we were able to partner with some folks to create a video about her story. And we would like to share that story with you now, today. Claire, I believe that if you open your share screen, at the bottom, there'll be a share audio selection. There you go. Right on time.
Everybody makes it seem like it's a man's job. A lot of girls don't get into construction because it's harder for them to find a job that pays just as much as a man gets paid. I never thought I'd be interested in it. I always thought it was too hard, or females just don't do jobs like that. You never see a female just working on building a skyscraper. You never see stuff like that. The first time I ever dealt with construction was when I went to Rosie's Girls. I actually didn't want to go at first because I was scared. But as soon as I walked in, like, everybody was so nice. We were hands-on like the first day. When using the power tools, I was scared that I was gonna cut somebody's hand off or cut mine off. They're really scary and they get really loud. But I saw that some other girls were just as scared as me. I'm just like, if they can do it, I can do it too. I want to be a carpenter. It's like fun. Even after the camp, I was still trying to build stuff on my own. My dad was like, what are you even doing in my garage? Touching my tools. My dad wanted me to be a nurse, but I'm scared of blood. I just was so indecisive with any job. I didn't want to be a teacher because I heard they don't get paid as much as they should. I didn't even want to go to college. And I didn't want to work in fast food. I just looked at things totally in a different way. I didn't realize I wanted to be a carpenter until after the construction program. I just thought that if construction was half math, I could really do it. Like, I'm good at math. 616. I have a sharp eye, and I'm very passionate about building things. I can do it. A lot of people learn math differently. There's different ways to do different things. Just seeing stuff grow and put it together on paper to make a blueprint, it's putting math in an artistic way. I told my mom that I wanted to be a carpenter, and she was like, what is even a carpenter? What do they even do? She literally did not believe me until I literally got into the construction program. They just see that I can do it, so they say I'm gonna be a carpenter. They support me. It's just something I'm very proud of to say that I can do. I've just been through so much in my child life. I just can't wait to build my own house, because I know I wouldn't build it where I wouldn't be safe. If I didn't go to Rosie's Girls and I graduated, I would have probably been undecided with where I want to go after high school. But I just realized that girls can do things that are out of the ordinary. It doesn't matter if I'm a man or not. More and more girls are joining in construction, and that's something I want to be a part of.
That video gets me every time. I've seen it a few times at this point, and Jamaria's story is, while it's special and outstanding, Jamaria is one of so many students. In the past several years, I have worked with over 4,000 students, 2,000 of which are at Cincinnati Public Schools. And this isn't just sort of one-off kind of moments. Certainly we do some career exploration on individual basis, but this is time in the classroom and building relationships and fostering students into programs that we feel like are appropriate for them. And Jamaria, I've known her since she was in 6th grade, and I'm so excited that she wanted to share her story with us. But one of the things that really makes our program different from other programs is our collaboration with educators. We could not do what we have done without educators collaborating with us to help make sure that our programs are vertically aligned, which means that they are aligned with Department of Education standards so that we are valuable inside the classroom, because that's one of the boundaries to a career in construction, is making sure that you have the academic skills, the math skills that are necessary. And those begin with the foundations of math. And right now, we would love to have an educator with us today, but they're educating, they're in the classroom. And the teacher featured in that video is a woman known as Miss Akbar, and she sent us a message to share with you.
Hello, my name is Alicia Akbar. I'm a teacher here at Woodward Career Technical High School. The name of the math curriculum program that we did was the Math Applied in Construction, but that kick project, that's our little time for it. We love it. And I can say that I've worked with this program 7th grade, 8th grade, and 9th grade with Algebra 1. So I've been through all the steps with this program. And you actually can see how the project has grown every year, realizing that it's so much more than just a project. That's what I realized. I feel like other educators in schools should consider this Math Kit project because it gives our students a different opportunity, and it allows the students to correlate the math with the construction, and that's the main part that we're trying to get. You have so many students who sometimes feel like they can't understand the math component or the math is just too much, but by linking the math with construction, they begin to see it in another way. They begin to become more engaged and willing to learn math. And one thing I know for sure is our students love construction because it's so hands-on. And they start to realize that they need math to actually understand the construction piece. So learning that they know they have to have the math, and then it goes to the construction and they put it together. Here at Woodward, it becomes easy for our students to pick a trade because of the hard work and tenacity that's put in it. Your school and your program should not miss out. That's why I think it's great.
I was so excited that Miss Akbar was able to join us to help share our story. We have worked with the math department at Cincinnati Public for years, and especially a small group of about 7 teachers, specifically out of not only the district office, but Woodward Career and Technical High School. And as you could see, she was at the school recording that, but I was really glad that she was able to make some time. It's not only educators that we absolutely need. Our construction industry partners and supporters are equally important to the success of this program. And I was hoping that John could share with us about being a contractor and partnering with this program and why that's important to you.
Thanks, Lydia. Yeah, we have to provide opportunity. And what this program does is provide opportunity. Opportunities in the students' lives to make a living wage, opportunities to make a future impact. And as contractors, we have to be there to welcome them and provide them with that path to success.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, while as an educator, we can talk about, and I'm not an educator, but they can talk about construction in the classroom, but being able to be a contractor and come into the classroom and collaboratively share how the skills connect to real world, it really builds a bridge that students don't typically get. I didn't get that, you know, and this is one of the reasons that personally the program is special to me. I think that this is something that does connect math to real life and therefore creates value in something that might not have been there before. And I'm really excited to always see our contractors in the classroom. I know, John, you've had several of your contractors come and help us out on a day-to-day basis, helping the students build their projects and really just being there to share their pride and excitement for their career.
By being there, you see the light bulb go on. You see the energy, the enjoyment, the happiness that these kids have. And to be able to have success and be rewarded for that success. Many of them don't have that in their daily lives. And that's just what really makes this program such a huge success.
Well, we're excited to be doing this work. The impact that we've seen over the years is real. You know, originally the program was one-offs, which you see a lot. And by one-offs, I mean an after-school club that you bring to a school and say, hey, if anybody's interested, we're going to be here for 6 weeks or 8 weeks, come join us. these are programs that are developed with teachers, with students in mind, and we try to measure our engagement before we implement after school programs. And what we plan to do in the near future is continue this evolution. Really, the situation with schools having to do digital and everything this year, and sort of taking this break of sort of pausing a little bit, has given us the opportunity to accelerate our programs in a way that we could not have done otherwise. That would have taken us a couple more years because we would have been active doing what we normally do. But now we've found the opportunity to say, hey, we're going to spend this time accelerating our programs and really trying to get ahead. So when the teachers are ready to open up their classrooms, again, we're there with our comprehensive project-based learning curriculums and bigger and better programs that create measurable pathways all the way from 5th grade when students are thinking about what high school they want to go to, through high school when students are thinking about what careers or classes they want to focus on. And this not only takes the collaboration of educators and construction industry employers and contractors, but it also takes people supporting our program. And Michelle, I really would love for you to share a little bit about how to support and why to support the program.
Thanks, Lydia. I'd love to do that. I hope today we have planted a seed in what our industry needs to prosper in the years to come. Please help us keep our vision and mission going by getting involved and or donating to CCAP. Why not start today? You can find more about the Spirit of Construction Foundation and support the Career Construction Advocacy Program on our website at www.spiritofconstruction.org. It's simple and easy to donate. Thank you so much for your time today. And on behalf of the Spirit of Construction Foundation, we are grateful for your support.
We are all so grateful for all of your support, whether you are supporting us financially or partnering with us or getting involved. All of these things, if you are interested in finding out more information, you can do that at our website, which is www.ccaprograms.org. That will connect you to Allied Construction Industries as well as the Spirit of Construction, and hopefully answer any questions you might have immediately. And you'll also find information there to connect with us directly. Again, thank you so much for taking the time today to learn more about this initiative and model. And we hope that we are here in the future to connect classrooms to careers.